Hey, this is Jill Harrington and welcome to Smart Selling, where in 4 minutes or less, I answer big sales questions from salespeople just like you. And today's question comes from Wendy in Memphis. And Wendy asks, how do I build a relationship with the customer whose needs are already being met? Well, this is a great question, Wendy, and it's the classic no-need response from a customer. And it usually means one of two things. Number one, perhaps your message didn't connect. And that's usually because you're talking too much about yourself rather than talking about them. Or number two, perhaps the customer genuinely is real happy with their current supplier and doesn't have a reason to talk to you today. The hard truth is, not every prospect is a customer for you today. But circumstances do change, and different people in the decision-making process have different opinions. So, number one, make sure that you're talking to as many people as you can within the decision-making process. And to the second part of the question, how do I build a relationship with someone that's just given me the brush off? Well, you certainly don't do it by asking cheesy, manipulative sales questions like, are you sure your loyalty isn't costing you something? And how do you know you've got the best price? Or can I send you a proposal? No, don't do that. Instead, be empathetic and ask one big open-ended question that centers on the customer, not on your competition, to engage them in conversation before you leave the call. For example, I got that I'm real happy with my current training partner from a client I called recently who had just hired a whole bunch of new salespeople. And so my response was, well, I'm disappointed obviously to hear that, but also glad to hear that you're so well taken care of. And before I go, may I ask you what you see as the biggest challenge as you ramp up this new sales team? Well, it was fascinating to see and hear how the customer opened up, and we had a great conversation about a number of things inside his sales department. So when I closed the call by asking if I might stay in touch, he was very keen to have me do so. So why is this a productive approach? Well, by engaging the customer in conversation and showing an interest in them, rather than pushing to close the deal, it does two things. Number one, you start to build a relationship. And two, most importantly for you, you get valuable information that allows you to stay in touch in ways that are meaningful to this contact, so that when the time is right, you're there, top of mind. So if you're looking for fresh ideas or good advice on how to deal with other sales objections, you know what to do. Visit us at salesshift.ca or email us today. This is Jill Harrington signing off and wishing you good selling.